if it is the case in these circumstances, I think he should never put on a Bulldogs jersey again.
It probably would be the case.
Well.
Yo, what's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Touchline Podcast, League Talk edition. If you're new here, please smash the like button, comment down below in the comment section, subscribe to our channel, and our socials will be down in the link below. And yeah, boys, we've got to talk about the finals.
Sure. We don't have a guest on or anything, Emilio.
I'm so sorry, man.
We've got Emilio on for today's podcast. Yeah, last
I
week.
feel blanked out, bro. My apologies, Emilio.
Welcome, Emilio, once again on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Now, of course, brother, we had Luke on last week.
Yeah.
Now we got Emilio on to talk everything about the finals. I can't wait for the final series. And mind you, boys, episode 99, yeah? We're one episode away from episode 100.
episodes.
We've got to do something,
bro.
eh?
We've got to do maybe Anthony bungee jump.
Bungee jump. Well, I said 10,000 subscribers. That's the
Hey,
aim.
guys, let us know what we should do at 100 episodes. And
Yeah, we should do a
we'll
special
probably do it.
video.
We should do like something
Bring
special
the
video.
clown outfit back.
Yeah,
Hey?
that's it.
What is it?
Clown
Bring
outfit.
the clown outfit.
Bring Slaughter.
Bring it back.
That was last year, but now this is a bit different.
But yeah, guys, let us know what we should do for 100 episodes. Top comment decides what we do. Most likely,
Yeah.
things that are legal,
Yeah.
you know. But let's get straight into it.
Let's get
Finals.
started into it. Panthers and Roosters, big game at Bluebet Stadium this Friday night. So yeah, really to kick off the finals footy. Sorry, man, if my voice is a bit down. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's playing up today, but yeah, we'll start off. Who's winning first? Okay, before we go into it, this is who you got.
Yeah, that's what I
So
was
we'll
just about
quickly
to say.
just go through it. So score prediction.
Before that, you said the special guest.
Oh yeah,
Special guest.
for this week is.
Hey, but
Oh, my bad. Special guest for this week is the Entertain House. Yeah. Shout out to him, massive Para fan, man. He does a lot of footy content around NRL, and especially finals. He'll be going to a lot of games. And yeah, make sure you go check out him out on YouTube and Instagram as well.
shout out Entertain House.
Okay. Go. Who you got? Okay, Anthony, score.
I'm saying Roosters 26-22.
Okay, you're going to shock win.
Um,
I'll go mine. I went 28-18 Panthers.
22-14 Panthers.
Emilio? 14.
Yeah.
I want to go with the underdog, but I'm going to have to go with the Panthers. 24-16.
Okay, I'm going 22-16.
22-16.
Panthers.
Panthers.
Yeah, anytime.
I'm gonna go with Spencer Lenu.
Okay.
Azeo.
Yeah, he's been doing good
Yeah,
lately.
I feel like he scores.
Yeah, he's been doing good lately. I'm going Brian Toto.
I'm going Toto as
So
well.
as well.
Hey, Emilio, if you don't mind, come close to the mic
Yeah.
so they can hear your voice.
I'm going for anytime Luke Gardner. Luke Gardner. Okay,
Oh,
that's a different one.
Good shout.
First try scorer, I'm gonna go Sonia Turiva.
Sonia.
Sonia Turiva.
Why is it so mellow now? Tedesco.
Tedesco.
First
Yeah, I
try
went
scorer.
Brian Toto, first try scorer as well.
I went Angus Crichton.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
okay.
I'm going Joseph Manu. I think he needs a Manu. try. Hasn't scored. Man of the match.
Luke Keary.
Kiri.
Man of the
Okay,
match.
yeah.
Man of the match, Luai.
Luai.
Jerome
I went Zayo
I
Okay.
went Edwards.
Edwards. I'm going Nathan Cleary. I think he'll be fit to play, but if he doesn't play, I'll change it.
Man of the match,
Yeah.
Nathan Cleary on his
I mean, if he
return.
doesn't play, it's a different ball.
Yeah.
game.
Oh,
it
bro,
is.
this game's gonna be
Yeah.
if he's not
Opens
playing,
up
as
the
we're saying,
game,
game
Yeah.
changer.
And finally, bold prediction, and then we'll talk about this Nathan Cleary.
My bold prediction: Jared Warrior-Hargraves.
Say it again.
Jared Warrior-Hargraves.
Beautiful.
Sin bin in the first half.
Okay. Deal.
Is that really a bold prediction? Because that happens every
Mate,
2 seconds.
He always
for him.
gets suspended anyway.
So
I'll
it's not a
give it
bold
to
prediction.
him because he's specifically said a half.
Okay.
Okay, we'll give it to you.
As a 8-0 half time, Panthers.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Me, 25 minutes to Roosters score their first try.
Okay.
Okay.
Copy
Emilio?
me, eh?
Roosters
Oh,
to lead at
last week.
halftime.
Okay, Roosters to lead at half time. I'm going Roosters score 2 late tries in the last 10 minutes, but consolation tries. So Panthers will have the game wrapped up. The special guest is tipping Panthers. Okay,
Guys, I hope you're enjoying the podcast so far. We've teamed up with Sports Heads.
they're a great company that cut up faces of NRL players across the league. You might have seen them at stadiums. They're the big heads that fans hold up in the air. Make sure you use the discount code TLP10.
Buy one and you'll get 10% off.
Back to the pod. Now let's talk a bit about the Panthers game. Does Cleary play? If he plays, does that help Panthers, go through? Or regardless if he plays or not, he's not fully fit. If he does come in the picture, I think he's going to be still carrying an injury probably.
Yeah.
Won't be fully fit, but they're going to have to get him in there. So, yeah, what do you reckon?
Yeah, no, if he's playing, there'll be a bigger margin than it would be even if he's not playing. If he's not playing, they still win regardless, bro.
Okay,
But if he's there, yeah, man, he's gonna blow them out of the park, especially with the depleted Roosters.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're shot.
Anthony, what do you reckon?
For Nathan Cleary, it will be a 50-50 decision that he will play. Come on, man. No, a 50-50 decision that he will play or not play. We don't know yet. But if Schneider, what's his name?
Schneider,
yeah, he'll be still playing. He'll be on the list anyways.
Yeah.
But you don't want to put Nathan Cleary at risk because of his injury, because if he does play and then he hurts himself again on the field, that just wrecks the whole thing for Penrith, and it's going to cost them the whole game.
But they need him. It's
They
finals
do
now.
need him, but you don't want to risk him for his injury, bro. The injury comes first. You know what I mean?
Look, maybe I feel they might think they can get the job done without him. Bring him back
I think that's the
semi-final,
case.
the preliminary final, so he'll have that extra 2 weeks before they play.
Yeah.
So you're right, they might actually play him, after the qualifying match. Emilio, what do you reckon about Cleary?
Yeah, as I said before, it's a different ball game if Cleary plays or doesn't play. I think Roosters are going to be up for it. It's going to be a good game whether he plays or not. And I'm going to say if he doesn't play, I'm going to back the Roosters to win this one.
Okay,
I think it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it does. Cleary always makes a big
Yeah,
difference.
because we've seen since he's been injured during the season, he's come back, and then Roosters, Panthers, of course, go on like a sort of a winning streak, and he's the reason why Panthers, their attack flow, they're very organised in defence because he's the leader on the field, and you could see they've really missed him a bit since he's again got injured. But I think for me, if there's still a risk that he isn't fit for this game coming up, I think rest him because they've got that second chance.
But even you've seen without Cleary how much the Panthers have struggled.
They have exactly.
Like Raiders game, what was the other game?
Look at last week against Gold Coast.
Titans, exactly.
Yeah,
They just looked
exactly.
off.
And what was the game? It was the
another
Raiders,
game?
and they lost 2 in a row.
I'll have a look.
Raiders and Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne. That's in Melbourne.
Yeah.
2 in a row, Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne.
Well, he got injured.
He
at
got
the
injured,
end.
but still, if he was there, they would have won the game possibly.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
saying how much they rely on Nathan Cleary to carry their game plan, and
Exactly.
because he's the person calling the shots. And again, they would win without him, but it's gonna be a tougher task. I feel like.
Do you
maybe.
reckon Panthers can go 5 grand finals out of 5 in 5 seasons?
Yeah,
they can?
For sure,
They're in the
100%.
finals.
Yeah.
What about if Cleary's not there? Is it
They-
still
they can
possible?
They can still, man.
They can still get it without
still got
Cleary.
the forward pack.
I
they
think
still got.
with Panthers, I think we're slowly seeing them to be a bit unbalanced. We look a lot of players leaving now. Taruva, Luai, they've got so many players leaving.
Yeah.
I think Nathan Cleary, they're still going to help them a lot. Next year they'll be still a solid team, but I think they're not going to be as dominant as they were with the 3P, the 4 years in the grand final.
100%,
I
yeah.
think we're starting to see the Panthers, collapse a bit, not to an extent where they're going to miss top 8. They're going to be still top 4, but winning grand finals every single year, I think we might not see that a lot now.
But you talk about them losing players. They've got Talagi next year, and they got Papali'i from Tigers. So that's great addition to the squad. And I think they've lost a bit of players, but I still think they're going to be in good shape next year. In my opinion.
Yeah, well, how does the Roosters, if they were to win, Cleary, no Cleary, how do they beat the Panthers? What do you think is the key to them?
Defense.
Defense, and I feel like they still have their forward pack.
They do.
If they play to their forwards and gain many meters and kick that ball deep in their ball line, bro, I reckon they can give them a run for their money. But as long as Cleary's there, as long as Panthers show up, man, it's hard to beat them. And they still got the players. You said on the last podcast,
they do.
Still got a number of players who can get them over the line, Roosters.
Yeah,
but they don't have their main players, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's disappointing as well. But how you said about the forward players as well, how you got Spencer Lena, you got Cyril May, you got Angus Crichton,
Lindsay
you got
Collins.
Lindsay Collins, you
Big
got Connor
forwards.
Watson, you got all these big boys.
Brown
they
paper
can get the
bags,
job
man.
done. You get the job done. But like I said, bro, finals footy is a different whole level.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what home ground you're at, no matter what venue you're at. The main thing is that you get the right results so you can qualify for the next round.
Yeah.
That's what that matters.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, because you have to prove yourself to be the best, because you want to get to the best position at the end of the season, bro. The grand final.
The grand final.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a different ball game. The final.
You're being serious.
For me, I think defense is key for them. I think we've seen over the majority of the season where they're conceding too many points, and I think that's what they've lacked this year. Attack is superb, but I think it's just the defense has been very, in the words of Anthony Lackey, So yeah, so yeah, if they can fix that, I really think they have a chance of beating Penrith.
Well, you got the best attack versus the best defense in the comp.
Yeah.
Their attack is so good. They smashed everyone's points scored this season. But I feel the Panthers' defense can outhold that Roosters attack. Like they've kept that same system for 4 years. It's going to be hard to crack, and you rarely see Panthers concede a lot of points. This season, yes, we've seen them concede 20 plus in a lot of games. The Melbourne game, the Raiders game. But again, I think the way Roosters got to beat them, as we've seen to a lot of teams, is their forward pack have to step up.
Yeah.
They're going to make the big meters and just ease the pressure off, Luke Keary and Sandon Smith, who's going to replace Sam Walker.
Yeah.
And yeah, when they're in that full position, they do the job. So I think the forwards is the key position.
Look, it is the forward as well, but you got the backs as well. You got Daniel Tupou, Joseph Manu, you got Dominic Young, solid attack. So, like how you said, like Penrith could win it, but like I said, bro, I think Roosters might win it because it's going to be an upset game and it's going to be a very tight game.
Okay.
So
Yeah, well-
it all makes sense.
Finally, just give me your key player who's going to win, like key player to lead their team to victory.
So from both teams.
Yeah, either way.
Key player, I'm gonna say Sandon Smith. He needs a good
Okay.
game,
Yeah.
replacing Sam Walker. It's a big role.
Yeah, it's a big role.
So yeah, we need a big game from him, and if not, then I don't see a chance for the Roosters.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, if it's Roosters player, I think I'll say Keary. I think last week you could see what he can do on his own without Sam Walker. So I think I'm going for him for Roosters. For Panthers, if Nathan Cleary is available, I think he's the key player.
Anthony?
I'm going to say Luke Keary as well because he's the one that's going to be holding everything up as well. Like he's going to be responsible on the field.
Yeah.
And it's a different ball game as well. For Penrith as well, I think Jerome Luai as well.
Okay, yeah.
So they're the two big key
Key
players.
player. Bill?
Yeah, I think for Panthers will be, if Cleary's playing, it has to be Cleary. And for Roosters, I'm gonna say maybe JWH needs a big game, man.
Yeah,
It's that forward pack, bro, that they need him.
They need him, that leadership there. For me, for Roosters, I'm going to go James Tedesco. He can, if he's on, he gets so many assists, so many line breaks, so he can be the reason why they go up the fields. He's very creative, and I'll go Panthers. I'm going to go Dylan Edwards to be the key player if Cleary's not there.
Next game, Storm versus Sharks. Now, this is another big one, top 4 clash. Now, Sharks put off a great performance against Manly last week. Absolute dominating from the middle of the field to their back line.
Thanks, Sharks.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Sharks.
appreciate it.
Like Bill said, whatever you need, we'll do it for you
Don't worry.
guys.
We're in debt now, boys. Doggies fans are in debt.
No more riots.
So if it's Dogs versus Sharks in the grand final, we have to give it to them.
I don't care, man. I'm turning my face at them, bro.
Anyways, but let's talk about Sharks quickly. Are they being overlooked into the final series, and can they really make it to the grand final this year? Yes, they've had parts where they've shown that they're pretenders, but we've seen over the last, say, a month and a bit where they've been very consistent. They were on a 4 winning streak, then they lost one and then got another win. So that's 5 wins out of 6. So they do have it in them that can take them a long way into the finals. What do you reckon?
Yeah, they definitely have it in them. I think yes and no. You can't count them out. They're a quality side. They're a top 4 side, and it's well deserved. But at the same time, Melbourne, man, like it's hard.
It's hard to tell
It's
about
hard,
Melbourne.
it's hard to say Cronulla can give it a go, and they can. But Melbourne have been perfect this year. Without Munster for most of the year, Wishart filling his place. Melbourne have just been amazing. And I don't see the Sharks winning, but at the same time, I'm not going to completely rule them out.
Yeah. We got to look. Sharks beat Melbourne back in, I think, round 8. We got to remember a few teams were missing some players, but that's a big booster for Sharks, knowing that they've beaten them once and they can beat them again. Again, I think we've all said that they're pretenders, but I feel now I'm not calling them pretenders. I really think they can, they can pretty go far, maybe preliminary finals, because they've been consistent. I think they're on 6 wins in a row right now. They beat Manly convincingly. They smashed Titans 44-0, who were on like a 4 winning streak. So Sharks are really kicking into form. Nico Hines is back. And I can see him causing an upset, but I'm tipping Melbourne. I think Melbourne have just been way too good this season, like way better than anyone.
Can't go past Melbourne in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne, whole different ball game, man. Whole different beast. And if whoever is tipping against Melbourne, Bro, like
They've got issues, they've
don't
got
man,
issues,
because
they've
like
got issues.
they've proven many times over and over
Yeah.
consecutive years that they can get it done, and they're on their way to getting it done. The only team that can really get it done in Melbourne is the Bulldogs. 'Cause
Yeah.
we'll hopefully play them in the
Bulldogs
prelims.
will, man.
But with the Sharks, they do stand a chance, man.
Yeah.
As you to all your points, man.
Yeah.
They're on great form, red hot form right now. But I feel like finals series is
It's
a whole
different,
different
yeah.
ball game, man.
That's what I
And
mean.
with Munster, with key players there, man, their forward back line, fucking Jerome Hughes, he's been killing it right now, man. Storms are on. They're just as red hot as the Sharks.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
If
if
not more, man, they're minor premiers for goodness sake.
If Sharks win and they actually go to preliminary final, they'll make the grand final. Like,
Yeah,
easily.
I know.
But I can't see that, bro. I can't see that
I don't
happening.
see that.
They're gonna come past Bulldogs then, which of course is not the case. But I'm saying if they do make preliminary final, why can't they make it? You know, they just beaten. If they do,
They won't
beat
make it.
Melbourne,
They won't make it.
There's no scenario where Sharks beat Storm.
Yeah, exactly. But
I mean,
the big
there's always
issue,
an upset.
Yeah, there's always an upset.
There's
but
always
the
an
issue-
upset.
There's no way Sharks beat Storm.
Yeah, but the bigger issue is when Cronulla Sharks always make finals every year.
they choke it.
They always choke it. They always
Finals
stuff
are
up.
different, bro. It's
They always
different.
stuff up with something on the field, like before the game ends.
Like last season against Roosters.
Yeah, exactly. Last season against Sydney Roosters, they totally messed up. Like defensive wasn't even that great, and their attack as well, like was horrible. That's why Roosters dominated them last year.
And they were in the top 4 that year, and they went
Yeah.
to 6.
That's
So
right.
like, yeah, they have it in them.
Yeah, so my point is for Melbourne, we can't complain about Melbourne. Melbourne had a fantastic season this year. Their attack was good. I know the injuries was a bit up and down with Munster, Ryan, Pappenhausen,
Pappenhausen.
Jerome Hughes as well.
He
And
got injured a
then,
few times.
yeah, there was a few, but then end of the day, they got the results right.
Their first.
So it all makes sense that Melbourne, they've been playing phenomenal. But now, because like with Sharks, it's going to be hard. Finals is different. But like you said, whoever's going to win, I'm sticking with Melbourne Storm.
Okay, key player now for this game. For
Melbourne, I'll say you can't go past Jerome Hughes. I think he's been outstanding, and every time he's performed, their team clicks, their attack clicks. He's built a great combination and connection with Will Walbrick and who's the center on that side?
Anderson, was it?
No, there's someone else. Regardless, that right-hand side has been very strong with Katoa as well. Yeah. So I think he's key for Melbourne. With Cronulla Sharks, I think it's their forward pack. Yeah. Because I think their forward pack back in round 8 was incredible and they dominated Melbourne. Yeah. And for me, I think they do have a better forward pack than Melbourne. But again, if they can really step up, they can cause damage to Melbourne.
Emilio, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it has to be Jerome Hughes. I think Daly M by far this year.
Yeah.
If not, that's just realistic.
Yeah.
But he's just stepped up big time this year. And I think he's going to do it again in this game. And for the Sharks, Nico Hines, you know, he hasn't proven himself yet in big games. Yeah. He's choked it every single time. This time, he really has to make a statement. And what else? Who else better to do it against than Melbourne Storm in Melbourne?
Yeah.
It has to be Nico Hines.
Yeah. Again, Melbourne, I'll probably say Jerome Hughes. I would say Munster, but Jerome Hughes has been the reason where they are. And Sharks, I'll go to Brendan Nakora. I'm going to go him. He can score tries. He can be a big player and, you know, help the team. So I'm going to go this. I'll go Nakora. I'm
going to say Cam Munster. Cam Munster for the Storm.
Yeah.
Hughes is a key factor, but I feel like even I know Cam Munster didn't play
that much,
many rounds this season, but I feel like when he's there, it just adds to that puzzle. It adds to that puzzle. His ball playing skills are phenomenal, and you know I feel like the team is better when he's there. For Sharks, I'm going to say Nico Hines. Nico Hines on his best game, bro, turns Sharks into a premiership winning team.
Okay, so, Anthony. Fine.
Well, speaking of Cameron Munster, I'm going to say Harry Grant. I want to see him play a bit better, like in the finals, and especially like with his kicking skills as well, like 40-20s and that. You know, he can switch it around too.
Yeah, Harry Grant's good.
Harry Grant he'll play good. I reckon in the finals and the key player. Cronulla Sharks. I'm gonna say what's his name, Hazelton.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
A forward player that can run better and he can step up a lot too. So I'm going to say Hazelton.
I like that one. Next one,
quickly,
Cowboys.
Special guest is going for Melbourne, of course.
Next one.
Did you mention the special guest?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we did.
Cowboys and Knights. This could have been the Bulldogs. If we had finished 5th, we would have had Knights this week. But we're playing Manly. But yeah, Cowboys and Knights. Knights underdogs heading into this. Of course, people are always going to say Cowboys to win at home. It's going to be a sold-out stadium. But Knights, again, they're hitting form at the back end of the season, just like last year. And why not? They Cowboys are beatable, and I think Knights can get the job done.
There was a golden point game this year, was it? Between them? I think there was.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was.
So Cowboys beat them twice this year,
Yeah.
and they've been narrow games. Again, final series, different ball game. I feel like Cowboys get it done. I think it's gonna be a golden point game. This one,
Okay.
Could be,
Truly.
yeah.
and but yeah, Cowboys were still the way they played against the Doggies, man. Quick play the balls, bro.
good.
Just they kick deep, deep wide. Backline's crazy. Val Holmes was on his conversions are something else.
Yeah.
I think he got every single one
Yeah,
last
But
game.
that
He
was,
smashed
he's
it.
good, he's good.
Everyone turned up to that Doggies game. You know, you're only as good as your last performance. I think they're even going to be better.
Yeah,
you know,
the
in this
Cowboys.
game.
Yeah, I think with Cowboys, I won't say Knights can't win it, but I just think even Cowboys got one of the best attacks in the comp. The way they hammered us, and I think Knights are just so far from Cowboys performance wise. I just think Cowboys can really put a big score on them.
Yeah,
Really?
I really think so. Again, I'm not saying Knights can't win it, but I just don't think they can.
Well, they did beat like a big, great Doggies team. You can say,
Who are Cowboys?
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
And they
So
showed
how they gonna
But I
gonna
just
blow
think-
them out of the park?
Like I think
They're gonna play good. They're gonna play the same,
Yeah.
but with a better team. That's why it's gonna be close.
Look, I'd say 13 plus, but like just by 14, not like a 40, 30
Yeah, fair
points.
enough.
I think it'll be 13 plus.
I think Knights they're a good team, and I don't know what's up with them where they seem to turn up always at the end of the season. And you see last year they went to the semi-finals, I think.
yeah,
was
they
that the
lost
Raiders
against
game?
Warriors.
No,
Raiders
they-
game, and then they
beat
lost
Raiders,
to
they beat Raiders.
who
and
did they lose to?
Warriors.
Oh, Warriors. That's it. Yeah, I think they can really cause damage in the finals. I think they are underdogs because again, people are going to write them off, finishing 8th, just making the top 8. You look at Dolphins missing out Dragons, so there was a lot of competition, and credit to them, man. They've deserved this position, worked hard towards the end of the season, and I think it's going to be a really close game between Cowboys and Knights, and for some reason, I think Knights will get the job done. I'm feeling a Knights win. I think Cowboys at home, yes, they've been pretty good at home, but I don't know. I've got a strange feeling Knights, and I think Ponga can be really crucial for their team and get in the points.
Emilio,
This
what do you
game.
reckon?
Yeah, I'm the same. You know, I got that weird feeling that the Knights are gonna pull through. They're one of those teams. They make you play their style. I think it's gonna be a very low scoring defensive game, and I actually feel it's gonna go to golden point as well.
Okay.
But I'm gonna back the Cowboys still, and yeah, the Knights are underdogs, but. Not really. You can't overlook them. You
can't.
Not,
Yeah.
not in this game. Cowboys are not a top tier team. You can't overlook the
Yeah.
Knights.
Anthony.
Look, Cowboys, they've been playing well this year as well. I've got no complaints about Cowboys. Attack, defense, everything's on the table there.
Defense
Knights-
is shit, to be honest.
Defense.
The defense is rubbish,
All
bro.
right, my apologies. Knights, they're hungry for it. They were there last year in the finals.
Yeah.
And they want to do it again. So
Well, you're predicting them grand final, so you got to back them.
Hey, well, you got to back them, eh? If you
I know.
don't, they're knocked out, and there goes your
it's a guess.
predictions.
You don't know what happens, bro. Finals is a different level. So I'm just letting you know. So
Thanks for letting us
No,
know.
no, it's all good.
Appreciate it, bro.
but who to win the game? I'm going to stick with Newcastle. I think
You have to,
Newcastle.
yeah.
I think they'll just beat. I think they'll win by 1 point as well.
That's to back up your weird prediction. From
No,
last
I'm
podcast.
just saying, my guess, bro. It's going to be a
Nah,
tough
it's all
game.
good. No,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
right,
just saying
you're right,
Newcastle. They
yeah.
could win it. So I'm
Okay.
saying Newcastle.
Key player, boys. for this
For
week.
Knights, I think you have to say Ponga. He's been outstanding once again towards the end of the season. You can't go past him. Ponga. And for Cowboys, I'm gonna go for. I'll go for, you know what? I'll go Scott Drinkwater.
Yeah,
I think he's got a lot of assists under his belt, and if Knights can shut him down, because we've seen plenty of time this year where he seems to do a nice floaty to one of their wingers, and if they can shut that down, I think Cowboys will struggle to find points because he's their key player in attack.
I'm gonna go for Knights Ponga, and I'm gonna go Cowboys Tom Dearden.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good one.
yeah. I was gonna say the same. Ponga and
Oh, really?
Dearden. Yeah.
Ponga Dearden, Anthony.
Newcastle, I'm going to say Ponga as well. Cowboys, I'm going to say Valentine Holmes.
Yeah,
He actually led at 30-something points.
yeah, he scored a
on
lot of
kicking,
points.
Against Bulldogs.
He
So,
doesn't miss.
yeah, I know, he never
Actually doesn't
misses.
miss.
So
but-
those kicks could help him.
Yeah,
this
but
week.
the tries as well, bro. But he's good in his attack.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Valentine Holmes.
Okay. Emilio.
Yeah, same as Shabi. I'm gonna say Ponga and drink water. It's literally Ponga against the world. Like the
Yeah.
guy
Exactly.
puts the team on his back and he's
Yeah, he
like,
carries
let's
them
go.
all. That's
He's the
it.
reason they're in the finals. That guy is just
He's crazy.
something else.
He's a
yeah.
good player.
Like the way he played against the previous game against
Against
they just played
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
He done 2 nice assists, short balls.
He is
He's a
clutch.
fantastic.
And
On his day,
he
he's
was
such a
a
good player.
Dalian winner last year.
And we've
Yeah.
always like questioned his
Yeah, but he's
player overrated, but he's proved me wrong in the last 2 seasons.
Okay,
Last game,
yeah.
the game where pretty sure all looking forward. 8 years since the last final matches. I know
Wow.
that's your first finals match in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great feeling.
Since
And
2016.
yeah,
8 years ago.
first of all,
How old are you? 30?
No. I would have been like 23 years old that time.
Oh, you're talking the mic.
Well, I was 23 that time anyway.
Oh, you were 23 back in
Yeah,
2016.
2016, yeah.
Dinosaur, bro.
Getting
I was
old,
10.
man. Getting old.
Emilio was 10.
I was 10
But
years old.
how good is it, boys, man?
Yeah.
Finally in the finals, bro. This is gonna be. I said it earlier. When the Dogs. Oh, when we after that Cowboys game, I was like, this is gonna be cool memories. Now we're gonna in 10 years' time, we're gonna be saying where we were at this game at this time, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro,
It's
these are the memories we're
Yeah.
gonna make now with us and the Doggies fans sitting in the Bulldog zone. You know, making those memories. Hopefully, winning that game. I know we will.
I think
But
we will, yeah.
These are gonna be the memories we're gonna carry on for a whole lifetime.
It's
You
like
know.
how we
Exactly.
carry the 2012 preliminary.
Exactly, man.
think
We
of
still think
day.
about that to this day.
Yeah, we still think about that. Was the last finals match I've been to. I think probably you've been to.
Yeah,
I didn't go to the 2013. I didn't go 2014. So I didn't
Yeah.
go to any final
Yeah.
matches. So yeah, we're gonna look back at this 10 years time and like, oh, what an era that was.
When you mentioned about 2013, 2014, I was there, like literally. You know what, man? He's missed out like completely, bro. That time was the best era because when you had Hawkinson, Reynolds, Cassiano,
Yeah, it
Pritchard,
was good.
Eastwood, you name all the players, man.
You should have logged it.
I wish I did. I wish I did it from 10 years ago, but it didn't happen.
Well, look, it's Emilio's first finals.
Exactly.
How are you feeling?
It's special, man. Honestly, I know it sounds soft, but you know that video the Dogs posted yesterday actually made me
Yeah.
tear up.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, like, we put our heart and soul into this team, man. It's been a roller coaster the last 8 years.
100%.
It's such a beautiful feeling. I've said this all along. You know, the tough times make the great times
Yeah.
feel even sweeter.
Exactly.
And we're living in those times now. Let's go all the way.
That's it.
Let's
We're
go.
going.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
now
it.
look, let's start talking about the game. How are we going to win it? We've been struggling these past 2 games. It's like the old Bulldogs of 2023 creeping in at the time where we don't want it to happen. Defense has been terrible. We're struggling to be creative in attack. Yes, we scored 22 points against Eagles, but 6 points last week. So we got to be a bit, weary and we can't be too confident because these last 2 games, we lead to this game against Manly. Like, what's going to happen? Are we going to see the Bulldogs we know this year? Or are we going to see the same Bulldogs that's been appearing these last 2 games?
To answer your first question, how are we going to win? Get rid of Cherry Evans. That's injury.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. No, but bro, honestly, man, that guy is holding that Manly team together, man. They looked dangerous against us a couple of weeks ago.
And Turbo too.
Oh, bro,
He'll be
Turbo's
back.
back, eh?
Yeah.
But would he be back at 100%?
Nah, he won't.
I don't think so.
I don't think so,
I
man.
don't think
So the real man
Russian
is
team.
Cherry Evans we're going to look for.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like if we turn up, if we truly want this, man, you bring the same mentality we had with those 5 wins in a row against the Warriors, against the Sharks. Because let me tell you, bro,
Dragons, yeah.
this game is going to go down to the wire, boys. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. There's no way this game's a blowout. Not with Manly, man. I feel like our defense needs to be the same defense that's won us the
All
top
these
8
games
this
this
year.
year,
It's always
Won
close
us the
with
top
Manly.
8 this year. And we even our attack, it has to be up
Has
to
to be
par,
the
man.
be- yeah.
It has to be the greatest attack you'd ever seen. This is finals now. This is do or die. We lose this game, we're out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I lose my $1,000.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's why I'm concerned about you, man.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
win it.
I
but
know.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
But what do you think about the game, boys?
Look, it's going to be a tough game, bro. Look, I'm excited. Look, I'm excited, nervous, scared. Look, it's all full of mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Because this is the only one chance that we can go to the next round. That's why I want to focus one game as it comes, because this is the first game that we're versing Manly, bro. This is going to be a tough challenge. Like you said about the attack, we need to fix that attack because that performance against Cowboys was not Bulldogs that I remembered, bro.
And I feel like
And
if
this whole season
if they
too.
attack that middle, man,
Yeah.
like especially since our fullback is
Yeah.
known to be not the biggest fullback,
Exactly.
they're gonna do the same thing they did to us 2 weeks ago because that's what they were doing. Straight
That's
to the
my
middle.
worried, yeah.
Bro, we need just to fix those parts in the game,
yeah.
and bro, we're heading into the further into the finals.
Exactly, but our defense is on spot. We have the best defensive system, so I think we'll pressure.
Oh, they proved us wrong a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago.
Well, I'm just saying we got to pressure the attack especially with Cherry Evans and Brooks, because bro, they pass out.
They're good.
They're so good, bro.
Brooksy,
They've
man.
been playing so consistent this year, and it's crazy. But I think Dogs are gonna play smart. I know why they lost, because they're trying to play it smart for the finals, bro. I know what it means.
Well, so they lost on purpose.
I'm not saying in purpose in a bad way, but I'm just saying they were due for the loss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It makes sense for
Yeah, like the losses were going to make us
yeah,
better,
so
I
it
reckon.
makes it better and more stronger for us for the finals.
Well,
it's a different level.
The first loss we thought, and
Yeah.
I understand we had rookie players in that game.
Yeah.
But we got.
Well, you're putting two debutants on the same side with Hutchinson and a
Yeah,
half, bro.
that
Like,
was- that
like, bro,
was-
you're destined to lose
I
that
think
game.
we'll know in the first 20 minutes, because we usually score. We usually tend to score a bit early, so we'll know in the first 20 minutes which Dogs we're gonna see. Emilio, how do you see this game?
Oh, every emotion, confident. I'm nervous. This is the big game, and I'm not gonna go in or cocky like that's it. Manly are gonna be up for it. It's gonna be a tough game. It won't be a blowout. And as you said, in the first 20 minutes, we're gonna see what Dogs have turned up. And I don't see us losing as well. I don't think we've come all this way to lose to Manly 2 times in 3 weeks, get knocked out of the finals. I don't see it happening. Come on.
Yeah, it
it's
can't
not,
happen.
it's
It
not.
surely can't happen.
Now, as you know, the recent news about Josh Addo-Carr with the allegations on him, do you think this will affect our performance? And now, personally, look, if he was to play, that's good news for us. But what I'm scared about is that every time in previous years we've had issues in the club from a player, you've got the likes of Emilio with the incident with Michael Leisha, himself individually during a regular season. You had the Ockenbo and Corey Haranara issue. So every time there's been an issue, it's really affected our season. Elliott destroyed our season. Ockenbo incident destroyed our season. And this Fox could really, I think we'll win, but it could in a way affect our performance, because he's a lead on the field. Experienced player. He knows what it is to be in finals. And without his presence, the players might start to doubt a bit, because once again, because of his great presence in the
Now,
team.
is that true? But is it true? Like, Feel Good denied it, but Fox League are saying otherwise.
Yeah, look,
Apparently he's failed his first
I think
test.
Feel Good so far he's got to protect the players.
Yeah.
He's got to not confirm anything. He's going to say, this is it, and which is what 100% has the right. There's another way you can look at it. He's probably saying the truth. Third way, he's probably again not saying the truth.
I think he's saying the truth.
I think it hasn't came out.
Well, but he wasn't at the, as Emilio was saying earlier, he wasn't at the awards night.
which means
Yeah,
it's
Bulldogs
not
night, yeah.
it's not confirmed yet. We don't know.
But like,
It's a
but
scare.
why is that?
Yeah.
But why is he not there? Is it because he actually did it, or just to take him away from the media, or
I just think because they don't know the answer yet. Because apparently there's
how do you not know the answer?
there's a second
Isn't it
test
like a
coming
road?
in.
Oh, it's
I
a
think
second.
apparently the first test isn't always.
All right,
Yeah.
say that's the case, boys. Say he got tested positive.
Yeah.
It's true. Like,
What happens there?
what happens now? Like, we were just talking about it. Does it affect us? But like, what do you think on Addo-Carr's? But like, he's not obviously right for doing it. But should he be doing it? With one of the biggest games you'd ever played this week. Like what are you saying?
I don't think so. He should be doing it. I don't think he should be doing it in any circumstance. But
Yeah.
it might not be the biggest game of his career, but it's surely the biggest game of the Bulldogs.
Well, it's gonna be. I'm not his
'Cause it's
career.
only
Yeah.
grand finals
My
and all,
bad.
But for Bulldogs, this is the biggest game we've had in 8 years. We're in finals, having this drama, this issue. It's gonna affect everyone. Like if he's having a problem,
Yeah.
it's gonna affect all of us.
Well,
That's right.
That's how these players are
Yeah,
gonna.
like,
be
it's
into
true
it.
or false. It's a distraction.
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
distraction.
exactly. But he can, like, he's allowed to do it. But I don't know why he's decided to do it. Like
On the worst
the
time of the
same
week.
where we're supposed to play, as you said, one of the Bulldogs' biggest games they'd ever play. Like, bro, on the way I see it, bro, if this is all allegedly now, so I'm not saying he did 100%,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if this is the case, how selfish, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
very, very
That's a
selfish
big
on his
mistake.
part. Bro. Like, when you know you're taking these substances where you know there are coppers around who can get you done, bro, like, you're treading a fine line here, man.
Yeah.
You got to make sure your whole week is right. You don't want to be caught up in allegations and controversy where, again, you're going to play one of the biggest games you'd ever played. But, man, I see it as selfish, bro, if that's the case.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
Look, you wouldn't for someone who's been injured so many times this year and who's sped up his recovery just to play for the team and just to do this, if it is true, like it just doesn't make sense. You know?
Hopefully it's
That's why I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm worried, but I don't believe it. I feel like he's older. He's 29 years old. He's been there for the big games. I feel like he's got some maturity.
And he's got a kid.
It just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
But if it is the case in these circumstances, I think he should never put on a Bulldogs jersey again.
It probably
if
would
is
be the case.
Well,
Yeah.
accidents
Because
happen.
we came this far, and we've been playing so well, and we can't just let one person just wreck the whole thing.
Yeah,
up,
but
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
again, accidents. I don't think he's
Yeah, I know.
intentionally trying to screw over the Bulldogs.
No,
Yeah.
it's
But no. But I'm saying as in accidents happen. Like he just got caught up, if that's the
Yeah.
case, on a random drug test
On a
and,
weekend, yeah.
and maybe allegedly tested positive.
Yeah,
for
but
it.
all I can
So-
say, we just have to wait for the news. Probably tomorrow. We'll have to see. Hopefully there'll be good news that he can play. He's free to play.
Hopefully,
But
man.
they're saying that he could have a meeting with Gus. So what
Because
am I-
Danny Wilder,
because he's connected with Gus.
Danny Weidler, sorry,
Yeah,
Weidler.
yeah, I know.
Danny Weidler was he released that news saying like there's a bit of confusion between the club
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
police department.
Yeah.
So
So
like
they don't
even
know-
like
yeah.
I don't think even Gus knows.
Exactly. So
You know?
I don't know if it's 50% right or 50% wrong. We
So
don't know.
yeah,
Let's wait till tomorrow. We'll see what
That's why
happens.
they're protecting the player right now because
Yeah.
they don't know truth. Because we've had a great season, like the Dragons game. That was one of my favorites. The Parramatta game, Warriors, how we beat them in the Golden Point Sharks. We've had so many good, moments, and I just hope something like this doesn't affect and that all goes in the bin, as Anthony
No,
said.
however you cut it, man, you can have about 4 players down on positive drug tests. Doggies are winning it this year.
All right.
However you cut it.
Key battles, key plays for the game. Emilio, Dogs and Manly.
Key players for the game. For Dogs, it would have to be Matt Burton.
Yeah.
His kicking game has been phenomenal all year, and I think that's what's going to lead us to victory, as it has all year. And for the Sea Eagles, it would have to be Daddy Cherry Evans. So can't stand that guy's
Yeah.
He's so
Same
good.
as everyone.
His leadership is amazing.
Yeah.
He brings everyone in. He gets them focused, and he's someone we need to shut down.
Yeah.
For me, I think Burden, no brainer. Outstanding player this year. His kicking game, man, like you could see how much we missed him this week. Our forwards were making 30 meters every set. It was not changing. Same set every single time. And if he was there, his kicks would have got us to the other 10.
Yeah.
So that just shows how much we missed him. Key player for me, and I think Cherry Evans again. He turns up always against the Dogs.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's the same thing as Sharville. Matt Burton, he's been playing phenomenal, outstanding this year. No complaints at all. I'm going to say Luke Brooks, man.
Yeah, I was
he
gonna say-
actually stepped up this year as a debutant in Manly, so he's playing very good as well. So we got to shut him down too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Luke Brooks.
I'm gonna
Don't
say-
Cherry Evans.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like he's annoying too.
I'm gonna say I'm chopping and changing between Burden and Critter. I feel like if Critter's on his best game, man, bro, the amount of tries he scored for us this year, the leadership he's instilled with the Dogs, man, the culture he's brought back, man. If he's on his best game and he's G'ing those boys up when we are 6-0 down, 12-0 down, or whatever it is, bro, we need his leadership in this game. And for Manly, I'm gonna say Cherry Evans. Yeah, Cherry Evans, man. They really need that guy to turn up.
I'm gonna go Burden again, as Shabal said. Hutchison, Sexton were kicking like in their 40. They'd come back and start their set on the 50-meter line. Burden exceptional. Yes, Critter has been a leader, but I think Burden is more impactful. Like I think without Burden, we struggle to win games because he is the key man. He's the one that creates things. And Manly, I'm gonna go Luke Brooks. I'm scared of his running game. He steps, makes that line break, turbo in the middle. So, yeah, I'm a bit worried about Luke Brooks. So, yeah, that's my key play for Manly. And, yeah, that's a wrap-up to the league
final
talk.
prediction. Final prediction. What do you reckon? Bulldogs, what's the score you reckon? Sure, it's going to be high scoring or low score? What do you reckon?
I think it's going to be a very tight game.
Yeah.
I feel like rightly scored, not high, not low, just like maybe like an 18.
Maybe
18. Oh, but he's putting me on the spot now. Like probably like 20 to 14 Dogs.
Probably, I reckon like a maybe golden point, 1 point win, 2 point
Yeah.
win. I'm gonna go something like that.
I'm going to say
Burden to
golden.
score field goal. Something.
Yeah, I
around
think it's going to be. You know what? It's going to remind me of 2014 because like if Burden kicks the field goal and then Cherry Evans kicks the field goal and
Oh,
then Burden
yeah,
does
yeah,
it
yeah.
again.
That'll be mad.
That reminds me at the
That'll be
prelims. I
crazy.
was there,
Yeah.
so I think it's going to be golden point.
that. Okay.
What about you, Shabil?
Yeah, probably same. I think it'll be a very, very low scoring game. Say 18-16 Dogs. I guess.
Emilio?
Yeah, our defense is going to get us over the line. It's going to be 20-10 Dogs. If it's golden point, I'm going to die before the game.
That'll be stressful.
Well, let's do it, boys. This week,
go.
Sunday,
That's it.
4 p.m. Let's
I'm
go. Let's
ready.
show those Manly and their fans, bro. Let's show them who they can are. Let's show them who the fucking Dogs are, bro. I can't wait. I'm G'd up
wait,
now.
it's pumped.
Let's
Yeah.
go. I want to go right now. Let's go,
That's it.
yalla.
I want to run on a brick wall.
Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Finals this week. Hit a like button, comment down below, subscribe. The vlog is officially out right now. The Bulldogs Cowboys on, so make sure you go and watch it right now. And the documentary we've made, a Bulldogs documentary.
Dropped yesterday when they're watching it.
Oh yeah, so it's dropped yesterday. So if you guys haven't watched it, make sure you watch it out with all the content creators, including Emilio.
Great
So
documentary.
Yeah,
Great.
so make sure you watch that, and we'll see you soon.